I thought I'd do something a bit more fun today, so I've got my Christmas outfit on and I'm going to make a lovely reindeer head on this wire chaplet frame. So it started out like that. I've just chopped the bottom off to get rid of the point and masked it with some masking tape. I'm going to carry on and wrap the rest of this frame with masking tape, leaving the sticky side up so that I can add the packing and it will stick to the sticky side of the tape. There we are, so we've just covered the back and just slightly overlapped it all the way around the front. And the next thing I'm going to do is add some antlers, and I'm going to make my antlers out of these lovely cone sprays, and they're wired, so I've manipulated them a little bit to make them interesting, and I'm just going to attach them with cable ties. So I'm running them down the outside strut of the frame, the inside strut of the frame, and I'm just going to cable tie them on. Cable ties are such a brilliant invention for floristry, especially working with silks, because you can pull it really tight, they do anchor it, they hold the weight. I'm literally just strapping around that inside frame, cut off those extra bits of cable tie. When I'm done, because those antlers are wired, I'll manipulate them so they sit nicely as I want them to. There's my very basic start to a reindeer head. Next job is to pad it, because I want it to be not too flat, so I just got some tissue which I've scrunched into sausages, and I can stick that down onto my masking tape, which obviously I left the sticky side out. So the sticky will basically hold it, but I'm just going to secure that with some binding wire. This is just a green 0.38 binding wire. So poke it through the frame at the edge. You could keep on going and adding more and make it as full as you want, but I think that is to go on the wall. You don't want it too full. My basic start. That's my frame with just tissue on it so far. Next stage is to add a loop at the top. So this is my ribbon loop. I've just tied it, secured it to a piece of wire, pierce it through, making sure you catch the wire frame. Got a nice loop at the top there, ready to hang it when it's done. Add some moss to this now. So this is a lovely dried moss. And same thing, same principle again, I'm going to bind it on with the binding wire, but I'm allowing it to just overlap over the edge of that frame so that the profile will be good. And this lovely dry moss has been dried into sheets, so it is quite easy to use and it's not full of spiders and worms. There, so I've got a very basic reindeer face. I can play with the antlers to make them do what I want them to do. And I'm going to add some features. So I've got this lovely pom-pom croissant, a sparkly pom-pom. This is going to make his Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer nose. His red nose. So I'm going to just wire them together. So I've chopped them all off. I'm going to wire them together in a little bundle. Wired them in a little bundle and I'm going to glue it in. Make myself a hole down into the frame. A little bit of glue from the glue gun. There. So he already looks like a reindeer now. And then I'm going to do something very simple for his eyes. I'm just going to use a couple of these anemones. so you could just stop now. You've got a very simple little reindeer to hang on your wall, but I might play around with it just a little bit more. Got some oak leaves, lovely dark green oak leaves. So I'm going to give him just a little bit of definition around his forehead and his eyes with the oak leaves. Because it's instant, just need to be a little bit careful of your hands. I'll just build it up so we've got just a little bit more definition around his head. But this is the sort of thing you could do with gathered mosses and foliages and leaves. If you just want it to last temporarily for Christmas. Okay, so I've added all the leaves in at the top there. And I've just accentuated the eyes, and now I'm just going to work my way down. First of all, I want to add his ears in, finish the very top placements. So I've got these lovely rich magnolia leaves for ears, and I'm going to glue them shiny side in, so we're looking at the lovely dull side to tie in with all my textures. There we are, and hopefully he's starting to come into proportion now. He's got his ears and his eyes. Just check they're on a similar angle. There we go. And I'm just going to finish off around the base of those ears, just to tie them in with a few oak leaves. Okay, there we are. So it's now got ears. So again, your reindeer's coming together. I'm then going to make him a little smile to finish off at the bottom. And I'm using this gold mega wire. I've cut myself off 2 sections. So one is just going to form the little line coming down from his nose. I've bent the ends in so that I can push it in and glue it, just for that extra security. Push that in nice and firmly, and then there's his little smile to go on the bottom. He's going to go in there. Again, I've bent the ends in so that I can push it in a little bit, so it's not just sitting on the surface. But also it means that the sharp ends are tucked into the moss and not out. There we go, so he's got a little smile. I'm going to finish this off with a bow tie and a little circlet of flowers at the bottom, a little wreath. So I've just made a bow on a wire from this lovely Hessian and gold ribbon. Pull the bow into shape. We've got a nice little dicky bow at the bottom. Now at any stage you could decide you've got enough and stop, but I'm going to give him just a little wreath of flowers to sit round his neck. There we are. So this is a nice jolly fun thing, I think, for Christmas. So I've got some Stemtex and some loose flowers. These come in lovely little Christmassy bundles, which I tend to like to use because you get a lot out of them for your money. And some poinsettias on a stem. Okay, so using the wires that they're already on, I'm going to tape it together. Start off with this Christmas rose. And then just keep building. Lovely bit of snowy branch. So I'm literally just taping as you would any sort of wired piece. A wedding circlet. So I'm laying one on top of the other. I'm taping it in. I'm not being too fussy because it's not to be worn. It's part of a Christmas decoration. There we go. Frosty roses. This is one of my favourites this year, the Frosty ranges. There we are, so I've made him a lovely little wreath that's going to sit just underneath him like that. So when it goes onto your wall, got a beautiful little wall hanging. Now I'm only just going to attach that by wiring it through the frame. And I want it to hang slightly loosely at the bottom. Just make a hole in paper backing. Same as usual, but I'm pushing the wire through from the back to the front this time, so that it latches on and sits where I want it to sit. And the end neatly falls behind. There we are. That's it. Tuck my end in. Straighten up his antlers. I think once I get it on the wall, I'll just play with his antlers and make sure they're right. And then we've got a lovely, quirky little Christmas wall hanging.